I think of the Kansas City, Kansas School District as a very important piece of the very fabric that makes me up. If you look at the Sumner High School monument in front of Douglas Elementary School, the very first name on that monument is Roosevelt Strickland, my grandfather. And then when you look through that monument and follow other names, you'll see Mabel Strickland, my grandmother, Joe Strickland, my father, Jerome Strickland, my uncle, Gwen Davis, my mom. It's almost like it was just a part of me, being a part of this community and being a part of this school district. And ironically, I ended up working in the school district too, so not only did it help rear me, it in actuality provides for me too. So I'm still a part of this school district, and I'm pleased and honored to be a part of it. I remember my public speaking class at Washington, and it allowed me to be a character, or it put me in positions where I had to get comfortable in speaking in front of people. Prior to that, I don't know that I would have been a person that felt comfortable doing that. As I think about people at Washington High School, I think of Sylvester Morris, a French teacher. I think of Miss Mann, a theater teacher. I think of Miss Domnanish, a math teacher. I think of Butch Ellison, an assistant principal there. I think of Miss Mann, an English teacher there. As I went through the education system, I always imagined myself in that teacher's position. I always thought about what it would be like to be a teacher in front of this class. Sometimes that was great and seemed like a lot of fun. Sometimes I thought I might not want to do that. But it planted the seed in front of me. And then with my family being so intimately connected to education and teaching, it was a seed that was nurtured throughout my whole life. I truly believe I have a benefit that my education in the Kansas City, Kansas School District didn't stop in 1989 when I graduated. It was paused. It started again in 1994 when I started working for the school district. When I was at K-State, I did my student teaching at William Allen White Elementary School. And I was fortunate enough to be hired as a third grade teacher at William Allen White Elementary School. So I taught third grade at William Allen White for 3 years. And then I went to Banneker Elementary School, and I taught computer or technology at Banneker. I was an assistant principal at Welborn for a year, and then I was fortunate enough to become a principal at Hawthorne Elementary School, which later turned into Carruthers Elementary School. After being a principal at Carruthers, I came to the central office and became an executive director for elementary instruction. And I was in that role for several years, and I became an executive director of curriculum. And then I became an assistant superintendent for teaching and learning. And then that has taken me to my current position, assistant superintendent for secondary schools. I've been very fortunate and blessed to be in this school district and have experiences working with all the levels, be that preschool through high school. And I have learned a lot. The work is personal. It's personal from the standpoint that I realize that I have an opportunity to give back to the community that gave to me. I think having an intimate connection with community is important, and particularly here in KCK community. We have a small community. I'm fortunate enough to be on the Mount Carmel Redevelopment Center Committee, leadership board there, and the things that they are wanting to do for the community are very honorable, and I'm pleased to be able to support them. Our community, Kansas City, Kansas, needs the community to rally around it, and it needs members of the community to rally around it. And any way that I can help that, I try to be involved in that. If I look back at myself, my biggest challenge probably was myself. I think I probably was a pretty unmotivated student. I don't know that I stretched myself as much as I should have as a student. But fortunately enough, I had teachers that didn't give up on me. And to be frank, there was a cost to pay for that when I got to college. There were some things I had to catch up on and work, I think, harder than I would have had to work if I would have been smart enough to take full advantage of the education that was given me prior to college. My advice would be to take full advantage of what the school district offers you, or education offers you. It offers you opportunity, and it's your responsibility as a student to take advantage of that opportunity. When you do, you open doors up for yourself. You can, write the script for your own future when you are empowered with education, empowered with knowledge. I have seen the names that have been called in regards to being reasons to believe, and it truly humbles me, and it makes me honored, and I feel very fortunate to be among such prestigious and accomplished people.